Most of the packing videos that you find in the internet are all about how to pack lighter, faster, better, and carry-on only. And if that's what you're expecting in today's video of my best overnight trip packing tips, then you might be surprised. Pleasantly surprised, hopefully. Because today, in a world where everyone's trying to be better, faster, smarter, and pack lighter, I want to offer a refreshing and kind of contradictory packing video and packing tips that work particularly well with overnight trips and short weekend trips. Because while all of the best packing hacks that are out there on the internet can definitely be helpful, especially when you're trying to pack carry-on only or even personal item only for a longer trip, sometimes I think that we tend to overcomplicate things and stress ourselves out for no particular reason. Some things just do not need to be overcomplicated, and packing for overnight trips is one of them. My goal today is to give you permission not to be the best, not to pack the lightest, and not to pack the most efficiently, because when you're packing for a simple overnight trip, you have the freedom and the space to do that. And what better way, of course, to show you my overnight packing tips than by packing for an overnight trip myself. I had an overnight trip come up last minute, as many of my trips have been lately, and we leave tomorrow. Very quick overnight trip, pretty close to home, just a couple hours away, but overnight nonetheless, which means I have to pack clothes and I have to pack my toiletries. The first thing we're gonna do before we start packing, as always, is by heading to my day-by-day packing list, filling out that packing list, which should literally take probably 30 seconds because it's such a quick trip, and then going to my closet and to my toiletries to pack those in probably the least efficient way possible. If you want to use all of the best packing light tips that are out there on the internet, including in my videos, I love packing light for longer trips. Kudos to you. All power to you. You can absolutely do that, of course, for overnight trips as well. But if it's gonna stress you out, if it's gonna make you overthink how you pack things, skip it. Try doing this instead. Okay, first thing is first, I filled out my day-by-day packing list, which you can download. I'll leave it in the description for free for any trip. It works for any trip. I use it for all my trips. I actually just posted a whole video explaining how I use my day-by-day packing list. Anyway, so I quickly filled it out. Took me like all of 30 seconds because it's just an overnight trip. And it goes over basically how many days and nights we'll be on the trip, what we're doing on the trip, as well as the weather forecast for the trip. Unfortunately, the weather is supposed to be significantly colder than I originally thought. It was supposed to be 69 degrees and sunny, and now it's supposed to be 49 degrees and sunny. So originally I had that we were going to the beach. That's not really happening anymore. We'll be on Lake Michigan, so that 49 degrees is going to feel very chilly. But it's important that we check so that we pack accordingly, even if it's just overnight. Okay, I am definitely going to need layers, and lots of them, even though we're only gonna be there overnight, because it's only an overnight trip, so I have the liberty and luggage space to do so. I'm actually not even packing a suitcase. I'm packing a mini weekender bag, and I still will probably end up bringing more than I need because I can. Because packing does not need to be perfect all the time. Yeah, what he said. You tell him. You tell him. Ouch. My cat has the zoomies right now. You good? Gonna bring a pair of jeans, a sweater, a layering white shirt for under the sweater, this black vest. Oh my gosh. Avro. Black vest and a top for under the black vest. Don't bite. Oh, all right. Anyways, as I was saying, a crew neck and vest. Now, do I need all of these bulky clothes, some of the bulkiest items in my closet? No, of course not. Could I pack lighter? Of course. But hopefully by now you're picking up that the point of this video is that not every single trip has to be perfectly packed and lightly packed. Sometimes throwing clothes that you know you're gonna wear and that you may or may not wear in your overnight bag is the easiest and least stressful thing that you can do as a traveler. In fact, I am breaking all of the rules today, including packing cubes. I'm not even going to use a packing cube because it's literally one night, and I will survive one night without a packing cube. For this trip, I am using my mini weekender bag because that is all I will need, even if I am potentially overpacking. First, I am zipping socks, swimsuit for potential hot tubbing, and underwear in this zipper pocket so they stay nice and tidy in my overnight bag. I am bringing 2 pairs of underwear, 2 pairs of socks. There is a potential that we'll be kayaking, so I do not want to have wet, cold feet. So I am bringing an extra pair just in case, and because I can overpack if I want to for an overnight trip and still manage to just fit everything in this overnight bag. Now for clothes, which I'm gonna put in this main section. One packing tip that I am going to use, especially because I'm not using packing cubes, is to pack my clothes from bottom to top according to when I will need them. So for an overnight trip, that means I'm putting all of my next day clothes at the bottom. So I have a pair of jeans, which I actually don't even know if I'll need these jeans because I'm wearing a pair of jeans tomorrow that I can easily rewear. But again, if we do go kayaking, I don't want to be in cold, wet jeans. So I'm bringing an extra pair. Puffer vest. Again, breaking the rules because I would definitely want to put this in a vacuum seal bag if I was not packing for just an overnight trip. And my crew neck to go under the puffer vest. This is the outfit that I am packing for that next day after the overnight. I'm packing it on bottom because first I know that I will need my pajamas. I will need those first, so I'm going to pack those on top of my overnight bag so that I can easily grab them out without digging and still stay somewhat organized, even without a packing cube and without following all of the packing rules and hacks that you see online and that I usually use for my trips. Then maybe you're wondering, okay, what about the sweater and the undershirt that you grabbed out of your closet? What about the pair of jeans that you grabbed out of your closet? I'm gonna wear these to my destination. We are just driving. It's not like we're flying in a plane or anything or going through a dirty airport. I am going to wear this outfit to my destination. And in theory, if you are trying to pack light, you could re-wear an outfit like this, like a sweater and jeans. You could re-wear that if you are trying to pack as light as possible. But that's the nice thing, again, that I love about overnight trips is that you don't have to be so particular and a perfectionist about packing light. If you don't want to, of course you can. If you'd like to, of course you can pack as light as possible, but you don't have to because it's one night. And odds are that everything you're bringing, oh, hello again. Everything you're bringing, even if you overpack a little, he agrees, will probably fit in your overnight bag. What do you think? Do you approve? I am also going to bring my laptop charger, phone charger, and Kindle, which I have in the laptop sleeve that this weekender came with. I'm going to bring a book as well, tuck this down the side so hopefully it doesn't get bent. I'm going to close this because that is all packed. I'm going to wear my shoes and then all I need to pack are my toiletries. This might make some people mad, but I am breaking all of the packing rules again. Obviously you wouldn't be able to do this if you're flying, but I would assume, I think it's safe to assume that for most overnight trips, you're not flying to the destination, so you don't need to worry about liquid rules anyway. And I am certainly not for this trip. In fact, I am packing full-size toiletries. Do I need all of these liquids for one night? Absolutely not. Am I going to waste my time and energy putting them in travel size containers for one night? Also, absolutely not. You absolutely can, and if you do, kudos to you. I am proud of you, girl. I am proud of you if you want to take the time to pack as light as possible for your overnight trip, okay? This is not to say that you can't follow the rules. I, however, am not going to, and it's okay if you don't too. This video is about giving you permission to break the packing rules because you're only going to be gone one night. Tonight, as I get ready for bed, and also tomorrow morning as I get ready for the day and put on my makeup, I will put them in here. But for now, just for an example, I am putting my full-size containers of liquids right into my toiletry bag. I found a friend to entertain him. Are you happy now? And that is it. Those are my overnight trip packing tips. I hope you found this video refreshing, and I hope that you found permission in this video not to overcomplicate things and not to stress yourself out. Any trips, even overnight, quick weekend trips, can be stressful, and there's no point in causing yourself more stress if it's not warranted. So go ahead and pack the full-size toiletries if you're not flying. Go ahead and pack the extra outfit that you may or may not wear, because it will probably fit in your overnight bag still. If this packing style is not for you and you love knowing all of the packing hats, then I definitely recommend checking out my other packing tip videos. I will link them in the description, and I'll put one on the end screen here for you to watch next. Other than that, I will see you in the next video. So for now, ciao.